Emma Hart, a freelance writer fascinated by strange legends and forgotten folklore, arrives in Ravens Creek seeking inspiration for her next book. Renting a quaint cottage near the edge of the woods, she's immediately captivated by the eerie serenity that blankets the town. Her landlady, old Miss Darrow, welcomes her warmly, but eyes her cautiously. "Stay indoors when the full moon rises, dear," Miss Darrow advises gently, her voice thick with quiet dread. "Shadows roam freely here." Initially dismissing the warnings as mere superstition, Emma begins exploring Ravens Creek. She visits the small local library, poring over faded documents and dusty town archives. Her curiosity grows as she finds vague references to disappearances and whispered tales of a curse. When she attempts to interview the townsfolk, most evade her questions, their faces etched with fear and secrecy. Only Isaac, a young boy who seems wiser than his years, offers insight. He cryptically warns her, "When the shadow comes, it wears the faces of those you trust. It sees inside you." Determined to unravel the town's mystery, Emma ignores all warnings on the night of the full moon. She ventures into the dense, fog-laden forest, equipped only with her camera and flashlight. As darkness thickens, her flashlight flickers erratically before abruptly dying. Suddenly alone in pitch blackness, fear grips her heart. Disoriented, she stumbles blindly through the mist, hearing indistinct whispers carried by the chilling wind. Then, ahead, she glimpses a familiar silhouette, old Miss Darrow standing at the edge of the woods. Relief washes over Emma, and she calls out, "Miss Darrow, I'm over here." But as she approaches, the figure slowly turns. Its face is Miss Darrow's, yet horrifyingly distorted, the eyes deep hollow voids that seem to absorb all light. Emma screams, stumbling backward into the forest. Around her, other shadowy figures begin to materialize, their faces shifting unsettlingly between familiar and monstrous. Terrified, Emma runs deeper into the woods, pursued by shadows mimicking voices she knows, calling her name with deceptive gentleness. Panic grips her chest, each breath sharp and ragged. Desperately seeking shelter, Emma spots an ancient, crumbling church deep within the forest. She rushes inside, the doors slamming shut behind her with a deafening echo. Inside, pale moonlight filters through shattered, stained glass, casting eerie colors on the cracked stone floors. Isaac stands calmly near the altar, awaiting her arrival. "This is the only safe place tonight," he explains quietly. He reveals the town's dark history. A centuries-old curse laid upon Ravens Creek by an exiled woman falsely accused of witchcraft. Condemned and abandoned, she vowed revenge, her spirit returning annually to claim the townsfolk's fears and faces. Emma pleads for a solution, desperate to escape this waking nightmare. Isaac solemnly informs her, "You must confront the shadow. It feeds on fear and doubt. Only courage can weaken it." As Isaac speaks, violent pounding echoes against the church doors. Shadows seep through cracks, materializing into twisted forms of villagers silently beckoning. Drawing strength from Isaac's words, Emma steels herself. "I'm not afraid," she shouts defiantly. The shadows hiss, recoiling from her newfound resolve. Yet one final apparition emerges from the darkness, Emma's own terrified visage, twisted in agony and dread. Refusing to yield, Emma boldly steps toward it, proclaiming her strength louder. The shadow wails, shattering like glass into a swirling fog that disperses into the night. Emma awakens at dawn, the first rays of sunlight illuminating the church's ruins. The forest feels calm again, devoid of its haunting presence. Returning to Ravens Creek, she sees residents cautiously emerging, their relief palpable. Miss Darrow nods knowingly, gratitude in her eyes. Emma spends several days finishing her research and saying quiet goodbyes, but she knows she must leave. As she drives away from Ravens Creek, she feels an unsettling chill. Glancing briefly at her rear-view mirror, a fleeting shadow flickers behind her reflection, a silent reminder that some fears linger, waiting patiently for their next opportunity.